Good morning, afternoon, or evening. You may delete as appropriate. My name is Chad Landman, and thank you for being a part of the channel today and clicking on the video. So why do you need a smart ring when you already have a smart watch and you already have a smartphone? I don't know about you, but I don't want something else to keep track of. So in this video, I'm going to argue that you can replace one of your smart devices, in this case my Apple Watch, with a smart ring. Today's video is all about the Ultrahuman Ring Air. Let's take a look. All right, so first, just a little bit of background on why I think this is so important. My dad actually had sleep apnea. It's breathing disturbances. If you don't know what that is, it's a breathing disturbances that can be dangerous. People wear what's called CPAP machines, the people that wear the mask at night. They help greatly with that. They kind of force air into your airway, and stopping breathing while you're sleeping at night, that's no good. So I like the Apple Watch, but I didn't want to wear it to bed. And my story here with the background is especially the more bulky Ultra model that you see here. And I love it, don't get me wrong. I bought it specifically to track my sleep and to give me signs of sleep apnea detection. That was one of the marketing things that they did for this, and it did its job. It turns out that I'm good. I'm not struggling from sleep apnea. I don't have enough breathing disturbances. I don't have any of that going on, so that's pretty good. But I was starting to look at the rings because I don't want to wear a watch to bed. I just don't want to do that. Plus, when am I going to charge the watch? Usually it's charging when I'm in the bed. So I looked at other rings, and the one thing that made me not want to commit is the subscription cost. And the great thing about the Ring Air by Ultrahuman is that there is no subscription required. Now, Ultrahuman did provide this ring for me free of charge, but they have not paid me for this review, nor have they seen this video before it was uploaded. So this is an honest review, and it's something that I have honestly been very interested in for a little while now. You can pay for extra functionality, additional cost, of course. There's a Ultrahuman X program that you can get for $36 a year. But in my experience, I didn't need that. In fact, I've been wearing this ring for almost 3 months now, every day. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I think about it. I've made a conscious effort in the last few years to track my sleep, or at least be aware of how much I'm getting. And I will tell you right now, and I've never been more serious about anything, it has made all the difference in my attitude, in my health, in my well-being, my productivity. You've heard this in many other videos before, but getting enough sleep is a game changer. Tracking it, making sure that you're on top of it, it affects all aspects of your health. And so I'm maintaining my weight. I'm 43 years old, not getting any younger, okay? I am more productive than I've been in the last 2 or 3, 4 years. Not to mention, I sleep better at night when you're consistent in a sleep schedule. And I understand there's a lot of people that can't do that. If you have small children, I was just there, okay? If you have a job that makes you sleep during the day, but you have to work at night, that can be problematic. So there's a lot of hurdles, and I completely understand that. But getting this, being able to not wear my watch, being able to put this on at night, or actually just keep it on during the day, and it fits me very, very nicely. We'll talk about some of the physical aspects here in a second. Having this has been a game changer for me. All right, first let's talk about the physical design. And so there are several finishes to choose from. I believe this is either the matte black or the matte gray option. I'll put that up here on the screen as well. The durability of this ring is actually pretty fantastic. I actually have worn this almost every single day, all day long. It's got a few little scratches, as you can see on it, but that's because I used it when I was mowing. I used it at the church building when I was doing a lot of physical labor trying to get a studio ready. I also did it and scraped it against the bricks when I was trying to replace some shutters on our house as well. So it's been kind of through the grinder, and you can see there's a couple of little scratches here, but it's holding up pretty well. It's kind of the same weathering that you would expect with any kind of other silver or gold or platinum or titanium ring. You're going to get the same kind of stuff. The finish has been very resilient. And you can see all the little sensors on the inside. Ultrahuman is going to send you a sizing kit first. When you order the ring, they'll send you the sizing kit almost immediately. And make sure you don't get one, my advice is to make sure you don't get one that is too small. I ended up getting a size 11. I normally wear a size 10 in rings, and I end up getting a size 11 because I have big knuckles, and this is not going to be one of those that you want to cut off if you have to do that. It's got a lot of electronics and sensors inside of here, as you can see. But as you can see, the unboxing experience is pretty fantastic. This is just slightly bigger than a normal ring. So all the sensors here are on the inside. There is an indentation to make sure that you orient it on the charger. I don't know how they fit this stuff into this ring. I don't know how they do it, but they did. They managed to fit all these little sensors plus a battery inside of this ring. And the charger is nice and small and minimal. And again, it's got that indentation right there to let you click it right on there. And while we're on the subject of that, let's talk about battery life. And so I had a mixed bag with battery life a little bit. During the initial calibration, I felt like it was running out of charge twice a day. Now, I was checking the app several times a day just to kind of see what it was doing. But a firmware update later, and again, there's probably been 3 or 4 firmware updates to this thing so far. It allowed you to track in what's called chill mode. It's kind of like a low power mode, but it gives you like 80 or 90% of the functionality of the ring in a low powered mode. And I've been able to get several days of charge on the ring just from enabling that. And that was just about a week or 2 ago. And until that happened, though, I had a pretty genuine anxiety about charging my ring. I was like, when am I going to charge the ring? And I want to charge it at nighttime when don't need to wear it, but I don't want to walk off the house without a wedding ring on, obviously. And I did that a few times, and so that wasn't optimal. But at the same time, I just drop it on the charger now every few days for an hour or so, and it charges really quickly. Again, it's a very small battery inside there, so it's not going to take a long time to charge. But it consumes very little battery on that chill mode that I have it into now, but gives you a lot of the functionality, and it gives you, most importantly, the sleep tracking that I want. All right, let's talk about the app next. Now, this is where the ring really gets its power, really gets all the benefit here. The app design is fantastic in and of itself. It looks really nice. It's nicely laid out. There's no ads. That's always a plus. But when you think about it, it's not too over the top. It presents the information that you kind of want. So you can tap up here and see the charge of your ring. It's got chill mode active. Your battery is at 69%. And then, of course, you can get Ultrahuman X, which gives you some warranty stuff, but it also gives you some extra features as well. And it gives you the time you can put it on airplane mode. You can do like background sync, all sorts of stuff. Then you can see the firmware updates and the MAC address, all that other stuff. Then immediately under that, it gives you kind of your weekly report, and it will send you notifications throughout the day on this. It will just absolutely kill you with notifications. So I have it set to send me a summary of those notifications. You can do this in iOS on scheduled summary. I'm sure there's an Android equivalent to that. And you can actually read all those notifications at like a certain time during the day, either at 1 p.m. or 5 p.m. or something like that. Most of the time I don't need to check it. I just check the app once or twice a day and see what my movement score is. For instance, today it's an 89, so that's pretty good. I'm in the green area. It shows me how many calories and things that I'm burning. It shows me how many steps that I have. It does track steps too, which is really fantastic. The thing that I was actually pretty happy about, is that when you turn it to chill mode here, it actually does not track your stress. It doesn't give you what's called a stress score. Now, it's really funny that I was stressing out about the stress score. The stress score didn't seem all that accurate to me, and I don't know exactly what kind of metrics it was taking into effect to tell me that, hey, you're stressed right now, you probably need to calm down. I was like, I would be sitting on the couch for 2 hours watching golf or watching the race or watching something else, a movie or something. When I was relaxed, it would say I was stressed. And so I don't know exactly what that meant, but I was actually kind of glad that when I turned on chill mode, which gives me a lot more battery life, but also just takes that stress thing out of there, didn't really need that. And so again, I mainly bought this for all the other different metrics, including sleep tracking, and we'll get to that. But they actually have right here, what you see is a caffeine restriction window, and they say you should stop drinking caffeine after 1:54 in the afternoon, which is actually pretty accurate. I've seen that pretty good talking about, I've seen that be pretty effective. And I usually end up doing that anyways. I usually have a cutoff time. After a certain time, I don't drink any caffeine. And that actually helps you sleep a lot better too as well. Drink water. Water all the time, especially in the afternoon and evenings. But then you get a sleep score, and I've got 8 hours and 10 minutes of sleep last night. And I know what some of you are saying right now. You're like, what in the world? There's no way in the world I'm getting 8 hours and 10 minutes of sleep. This is going to tell me that I've got awful sleep habits. This is going to tell me it's going to stress me out because it's going to give me a low sleep score, and it's going to tell me that I'm doing everything wrong. It could. But as I have found out in the last few years, sleep is my superpower. Like, if I get enough sleep, I can eat probably not as good as I should and still be okay. I can do a lot of things with getting enough sleep. And so the sleep and the dynamic recovery kind of go hand in hand. The HRV is one of the things that they really hit on. The HRV is actually heart rate variability and temperature monitoring. So your temp right here and all this different stuff, you've got all this different stuff. And I'm just making sure that you see all this. I'm sharing all of my health statistics here on the app, but I love the dynamic recovery score. Now, it'll have blanks there because I forgot to wear my ring on Saturday night. And so that's one of those things where when I put my ring on the charger and I forget to put it back on, then it's not going to track that night. And so that is one of the things that you have to think about is, well, it is one of those extra little things that I have to think about. If I want it to track my sleep, I actually do need to wear it. So it gives you kind of a sleep debt here. I don't really understand the sleep debt necessarily, but it's telling me that I've got a 92 score, which I've consistently been in the 90s for sleep score, which is kind of great. Now, there is an aspect to this of gamification. Now, if you've ever heard of this before, anytime you gamify something, people think that they want to win at that. For me, I'm not very competitive in those respects. So I see this score and I think, oh, I need to do better just to get it a few points higher, or maybe I'm in the good zone and I feel good and I'm getting enough sleep and all this other stuff. But some people can see that and go and gamify it and say, well, I've got to beat the next person. So I don't share my statistics necessarily with anybody on the app or anything like that. I just look at this different kind of stuff and see, I'm just tracking to make sure that I'm getting enough sleep. But it is actually helpful to see the 8 hours and 10 minutes. Now, what's funny about that is it says right here on the screen, it says 9:39. I went to sleep at 9:39. I know for a fact that I was still reading my Kindle at 10 o'clock. So I wasn't asleep. So it's given me a little bit more sleep time than I normally would have. So you can go in and manually adjust these if you have to, but it's given me detailed statistics right here of when I went to sleep, and it'll show you, it'll say you were light sleeping right there. You were doing different stuff right here. You can go through here and see exactly what it was. A lot like all the other stuff. It'll track your heartbeat as well, and it'll track your HRV zone. Again, that's heart rate variability. And that's also very important to me because I was diagnosed when I was a kid having a heart murmur. Now, I have not had any troubles from that, but that's something that I'm always conscious of and thinking about as well. So, should you add a smart ring to your EDC? Well, that's really up to you. I wanted to replace my Apple Watch at night. Now, I love the Apple Watch, but I wanted to replace it at night because I didn't see the value that the data that it was giving me. But this right here is with me all the time. I don't have to think about it usually, only to think about it to put it back on after I've charged it. But it's really nice having that data to access. It has accomplished really what I wanted it to. It's these general insights about my health through that data, through sleep data, recovery data, different things like that. Stuff that my Apple Watch can do, but for twice the cost and the inconvenience of having to wear one to bed. And I just didn't want to be able to do that. So this is just a ring though. For the amount of the technology packed into this little bitty thing, it actually is not that much more than buying one in gold or silver. Now it's probably 3 times the cost of titanium. I believe they start at $349. And I'm going to have a coupon code down below. If you want to check out the Ring Air, no subscriptions, no added cost to it as well. They ship from the United States, so there's not going to be any tariff nonsense with all that. But it actually gives me a lot of info that I didn't have before because I didn't want to wear my watch to bed. And so thanks so much to Ultrahuman for sending the Ring Air my way. It has been a wonderful experience. I don't see myself moving away from this. I see this being one of the rings that I'm going to wear for the next several years. And I really like the look of their app. I really like the look of all the different stuff. And there's a lot of extra stuff that you can actually get from that as well if you choose to do that. Thank you so much for being a part of the video today. And if you could like the video, subscribe to the video, would really appreciate that. I really thank you so much for being a part of the channel. Special thanks to Ultrahuman for sending the Ring Air my way. God bless you all. Thank you so much for being a part of the video today. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much.